Welcome, everybody, to the Book of X. I'm your host, Chris, and today we are going to discuss some thoughts and predictions on what Xbox could reveal at their upcoming showcase as part of the first-party side of things. So let's get into this one. So Xbox last year, Xbox this year, coming off the back of last year's presentation, which was arguably one of the greatest showcases of all time. We had some massive reveals at that showcase, likes of Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Doom: The Dark Ages. We had South of Midnight, Avowed, Gears E-Day, Fable. The list was on and on and on. And still to this day, this showcase still wows people because there are still games on from the showcase that we still haven't gotten to grips with. Doom: The Dark Ages on the screen being a perfect example of that. So, but what are we expecting to see from Microsoft themselves in this showcase? Now, we know by the time the showcase is that the Doom: The Dark Ages will already be out, and Microsoft have already released the likes of Avowed, Indiana Jones, South of Midnight, and will have released Towerborn by that point in time. So, first up, we know that Outer Worlds 2 is going to be the showpiece there. It's getting its own special direct straight after the showcase, in the same vein that Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and Starfield. And even you could argue Forza Horizon 6 did with this lengthy gameplay. Forza Horizon 5 did with this lengthy gameplay a few years back. So we know we're going to get an extensive deep dive into Outer Worlds, which I am looking forward to. It just looks like Outer Worlds 1 just doubled down on everything that made the first one great. But what other games? So I think it's a fair bet to say that we will see Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 there. So Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 are both launching in July directly into Game Pass, but across the board elsewhere. It would make perfect sense for the Xbox showcase to show what this is, just to remind individuals that this one is coming out. What else? Ninja Gaiden 4, I think, will be another franchise that we will see appear at this showcase. Now, we heard it for the first time earlier this year that it was coming out later this year for Game Pass. I think there's a fair chance at this showcase we could see a date attached to Ninja Gaiden 4. So that is an exciting reveal. Beyond that, as far as stuff that we know this year, we don't really know of anything else this year. There's the rumored Oblivion remake, which by the time the showcase could air, the game may well be out, but at the point of me recording this video today, it does not exist in the wild yet. There are rumors that this is due to drop sort of late April, but I personally would prefer for this to be a shadow drop during the showcase, because it just adds that extra weight, packs a punch for the showcase. So if it's not out by then, Oblivion remake, I think, is a surefire walk in there. I would guess that we should probably see Call of Duty, the next Call of Duty at the showcase as well. So a trailer for the next Call of Duty with then a tag to indicate a direct that is happening maybe a couple of weeks later, a month later. So the rumors at the moment are that this year's Call of Duty is a sequel to Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2, if I recall correctly, released in 2012. And it'll be interesting to see how that sort of evolves that franchise forward. Another game I expect to see at this showcase from Microsoft is what you see on the screen here, another reveal of State of Decay 3. I fully expect State of Decay 3 to launch in 2026. Wouldn't be surprised if this one launched as like a May release or so on. So I would love a new trailer for State of Decay 3 with then the developer direct in January to go look at it sort of a lot more closer. I fully then expect to see something from Gears of War. Now, whether it's E-Day remains to be seen. There's a lot of rumors going around that there might be a Gears of War collection in the mix here, and the debate keeps going back of what lands first, Gears of War E-Day or Gears of War collection. Whichever one lands first, I would say definitely shows up at this showcase. So if I was to make a prediction, I would say if Gears of War E-Day shows up first, I think they'll show Gears of War E-Day at this showcase, and then also advertise the collection trailer to say, revisit the past franchise. But if it's the collection coming first, I would suspect the Gears of War collection will be there, and then Gears of War E-Day would be saved until next year. But happy to be proven wrong there, because Gears of War E-Day was quite frankly incredible last year, the trailer for this game. So I can't wait to see more of it. So going further down the list of what other things could appear then, Clockwork Revolution. I think, Clockwork Revolution did not appear at last week's showcase, and I think that is a 2026 title, so it would make perfect sense for Clockwork Revolution to rock up at this showcase to show us more. Now, the first trailer we got for this was quite revealing. I personally, I would say I was sold off the bat, so I don't need to see any more of this game. I just want to be able to play it. But it would make sense that it shows up here, so they can advertise their 2026 slate. Talking about the 2026 slate, Fable. So Fable, we know is 2026, but given the number of trailers we've seen for this, will they show it again, or will they simply save it for a developer direct next year? I personally think it will show up again. I think they'll keep reminding individuals of it's coming and maybe show another character piece from a different character, one that we haven't seen before. So Fable is a fair bet to show up at the showcase. IPs that have been, well, not IPs, reveals that have been dormant for a very long time. Everwild. So Everwild posted just before the end of 2024 a post on the X channel, which to me is a hint that we should expect to see more from it this year. I believe the last time we saw Everwild was 2020, so it's about time that the team at Ray actually showed us what Everwild is going to be. So how is it meant to play? When can we play it, and so on. So yeah, fully expect that there. And Contraband. There's a fair chance that Contraband could show up. This is also another game that we have not seen since 2020, and it's been quiet for so long until a recent post on the X channel advertising for ramp up of roles. So could we see a trailer at this showcase just to remind people that aren't in the know that it does indeed exist? Let's see. We had Perfect Dark show up next year. My bet would be that if Perfect Dark is a 2026 game, it will be at this showcase. But if it's a 2027 game, I think they may rest it for a year. Now, franchises I don't think will show up here. I think we're unlikely to see OD at this showcase. If anything, that would be saved for the Game Awards. I don't think we'll see Blade at this showcase because it's a little too soon. I also don't think we'll see Elder Scrolls 6 at this showcase because, again, I think it's a little further out than we may be hoping for. And Toys for Bob. If Toys for Bob show up at this showcase, I think it would just be a CGI trailer because they only started their project last year, so it's simply too early in development. Other things from franchises that we're not aware of that we've not seen any reveals on yet but could show up. We could see a reveal from Double Fine. So their last game was Psychonauts 2 back in 2021. So I think it's time for Double Fine to show us what they're working on. And there's rumored to be 2 projects that they're currently working on. We know no details about any of them. And given that Double Fine's games tend to be a smaller size, yeah, I think we could see something show up here. Another studio that we know are developing something is Bethesda's ZeniMax studio. Now, this is the team that are behind the likes of Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online. We know that they have been working on an IP for a long time. Some have theorized it was Star Wars, some have theorized it's Starfield, others have theorized it's a completely new IP. I think now is the time to reveal this because each year for the last 2-3 years, we've heard rumors that they would show up at the showcase and it never did. So it would be great to see that show up here. And an outside shot is Forza Horizon 6. Now, Forza Horizon always reveals its game the year it comes out. And whether it comes out in 2025 is to be confirmed. But with Phil Spencer recently announcing that there are games coming out this year that we don't know about yet, it makes you wonder, now, could he just be referring to the Oblivion game? Because even though everybody knows about it, it's not been officially revealed. Could that be it? Possibly so, but if it's not the Oblivion reveal, could it be Forza Horizon 6? Could it be the Gears of War collection? Let us wait and see. I then expect to see a series of live service games appear at this showcase that they're working on. Starfield, for example, I think we will see potentially reveal of new content coming to it. Microsoft Flight Simulator, what is next for that franchise? Potentially showcasing a partnership like they've done in previous years with the likes of Dune, Top Gun, and Halo. Could we see something from the Forza Motorsport, like a 2.0 update, possibly? I fully expect then for us to see things tied to Sea of Thieves or Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online. We tend not to see the Age franchise show up for this. That tends to be reserved for the summer, during the Summer Games Fest window, because of the heavy European audience tied to it. Beyond those franchises, there's not a lot that I'm aware of that Xbox are currently developing. There's always the rumor mills of what is going on. Could we see something new from the Minecraft franchise following the recent massive success of the film? Possibly. Could we see a tease for a Grounded sequel, because we are aware that they're working on a Grounded sequel? Possibly. And could we see a tease for a new Fallout? That's what a lot of fans want, considering the massive success of the TV show, reinvigorating sort of hype in the franchise. But with that, guys, is there anything that you think won't show up at the showcase? Is there anything that I have not mentioned today that you think will show up at the showcase? Do let me know in the comments. Interestingly, one franchise I've not named today is Halo, but I think Halo has just been given a rest until the Halo studios have something ready to reveal. But yes, do let me know your thoughts, guys. And if you like this video, please hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. But on that note, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you all again soon. Bye.